Hey YouTube, I'm back with another deck profile. This time I'm going to profile my Lightsworn deck, and you'll find out when we get into this that my Lightsworn deck has a twist to it. Lightsworn decks are meant to mill, uh, switch it up very frequently, and you go through your deck very quick. And I've actually decked out numerous times playing this deck, but here's the ace, your Judgment Dragon, and your Lightsworns have very powerful effects, and it's a very good and expensive deck, really. Um, in my deck, I run 3 Judgment Dragons. Um, Judgment Dragon's really the powerhouse of a Lightsworn deck. I mean, I can't go into this description of every single Lightsworn card, but you mill 4 cards to the graveyard. There's Judgment Dragon, 3,000 attack points. I run 2 Jane Lightsworn the Paladin. If it attacks, it gains 300 attack during the damage step only, and you mill the top two cards. And the Lightsworn Monk. Really, I mean, the effect isn't that great of this monster, but you mill the top 3 cards. 2 Lila Lightsworn Sorceresses. If I switch the battle position of this, I can destroy a spell or trap on the field. 2 Raiko Lightsworn Hunters. If the flip effect says that if it's destroyed, I can target one monster on the field, or one card on the field, and destroy it, and I send the top 2 cards from the graveyard. 2 Celestias. It's one of the stronger Lightsworn cards, but it still only requires 1 tribute. I can send the top 4 cards to the graveyard and destroy up to 2 cards on the field. And then Wolf Lightsworn Beast. It's a real cool card. It's really good for this deck because if you mill this card, you can special summon an attack, and it's a 4-star monster with 2,100 attack. Unfortunately, though, if you draw it, it cannot be normal summoned or set. So that's the only downfall of this card. Arcus Lightsworn Druid. It just negates the effects, spell, traps, or card effects to Lightsworn monsters anywhere. And you mill top 2 cards. Sherry Lightsworn Spirit. This is a real cool card because although it only has 400 attack points, it gains 300 attack for every single Lightsworn in your graveyard. So I run 2, and you mill the top 2 cards. Gareth Lightsworn Warrior. Each time you mill cards, if you mill a Lightsworn card, you can draw 1 card. And you send the top 2 cards to the graveyard. A Lightsworn Lumina card. You can target 1 level 4 or lower Lightsworn monster in your graveyard and special summon the target. Send the top 3 cards to the graveyard. Janice Lightsworn Mender. If this card was sent to the graveyard, if a card was sent to the graveyard by Lightsworn effect this turn, inflict 500 points of damage to your opponent and gain 500 life points. So it's a pretty cool card. Graganeth Lightsworn Dragon. This card is also one of the stronger Lightsworn cards, and it gains 300 attack and defense for each Lightsworn in the graveyard. Irinian Lightsworn Rogue. The flip effect reads that I can return 1 Lightsworn monster from my graveyard in the graveyard to my deck and draw 1 card. Next, though, I'm gonna show you one of the secrets in my deck. I decided to throw in beast cards into my deck because I figured if you can mill these cards, mill to get these cards, it'd be really cool if you can draw 5 cards, and then you automatically win the duel. So in this deck, I run the 5 pieces of Exodia. Rare cards, expensive cards. Not many people still use them, but I duel with old school cards very frequently. Here's my charge of the Light Brigades. I run 3, and you mill the top 3 cards to your deck and add one level 4 or lower Lightsworn monster from my deck to my hand. I run 2 magical stones of excavation. So by discarding 2 cards, I'm going to add a spell from my graveyard back to my hand. 3 monster reincarnations. So if I accidentally mill a piece of the Exodia by accident because of the Lightsworn effects, I can just put it back in my hand. 2 magical mounts. It gives me a wider variety, so I can draw out the cards I need. Reload. It's another card to just put cards back in the deck and redraw a hand. Monster Reborn. A staple, obviously. Mystical Space Typhoon. Staple. Swords of the Revealing Light. Also a staple. As well as Heavy Storm. A Pot of Duality, and it'll let me take the top 3 cards of my deck and add one of them in my hand, and I can shuffle the other 2 back into my deck. 1 Lightsworn Saber. I can equip it to a Lightsworn monster, and the selected monster gains 700 attack. A level limit area B. It stops attacks from cards in case I'm in a tight position. 2 Lightsworn Barriers. When a face-up Lightsworn monster you control is selected as an attack target, I can send the top 2 cards of my deck to the graveyard and negate the attack. Gravity Bind. It just pretty much stops the attack. Magic Cylinder, pretty much a staple. Everybody knows what that does. Negate attack. Sakuretsu Armor, it just destroys the attacking monster when a monster clears attack. Meta Reflect Slime, this is an interesting card. It counts as a monster and a trap, but it has 3000 defense, so it's pretty tough to come by. Trap Hole. Trap. And I threw some XYZ monsters in here just to switch it up a little bit. I have a number 34 Terabyte, number 17 Leviathan Dragon, number 10 Illuminite, and a number 39 Utopia. So guys, this is my Lightsworn deck. Like my page and subscribe, and hope you guys like it. Thanks.